towards UBA roundabout, still a fine one. So that's for the Ibute-Irak corridor. Okay. All right, let's not forget, we've got our eyes on ground. The situation on the Third Milan Bridge at Adiniji Inward Sura, a multiple accident involving a Mazda bus and a Jeep. Well, officers on ground managing the situation. Tow vehicle has been contacted for evacuation and no cause for alarm. Just drive cautiously. Yes, that's the advice traffic officers are giving to you now. Well, it might be showering or drizzling wherever you are, but remember that it's very important that you pay attention to your driving at this time. All right, but we'll continue to bring you up to speed with the latest in terms of weather report and so much more of what you need this beautiful Saturday morning. Welcome, Lagos, if you're just joining us. This is the Traffic Breakfast Live here on Africa's first authentic traffic radio.
One dial gets you locked down all day, all time with that traffic report. Just that when you want it. With great music and lots more. Lagos Traffic Radio, your driving companion.
Fancy, I say where you dey, I dey you got it.
7:45. That's about 15 minutes before we hit 8 o'clock hour. A beautiful Saturday morning. It's looking cool and calm out there. The weather, well, a prospect of light showers are expected. Okay, then, so let's connect with the roads once more. And this time we shall be heading straight to the Mile 2 corridor. That's where we have gathered fine movement within the length and breadth of the axis, taking you through areas like Ijesha to connect Second Rainbow. I understand movement looks very fine on that stretch. Mile 2, okay, moving as expected, ascending the bridge towards Kawash, linking Signal Barracks down to Alabatsuru isn't bad. Slight slowing down in between and ways. We'll take off from Suralaba towards Mile 2, taking it through the stretch of Doba, Festac, and Boju, down to Ableado. Very fine movement has been recorded on the entire stretch. And for the return journey from Ableado through Alakija, Mazamaza Bridge, we have recorded fine movement, smooth drive all the way. But on Mazamaza Bridge, the journey towards Kawash seems to be quite a slow-moving traffic on the service lane owing to high influx, but it's very smooth on the main carriageway. So that's what we have been able to put together so far. But other areas still look very calm. No cause for alarm. Coming from the Mile 12 corridor, moving through the interchange, Koshofe interchange down to Ojota proper. I can tell you that it's very much in order traffic-wise.
Masking the show.
minutes before we clock 8 o'clock. Let me tell you about an overnight accident which we have discovered involving a container-laden truck and a jeep at Baja in Ward Kara, not impeding vehicular movement, but the tow vehicle has been contacted for prompt evacuation. Let's keep our fingers crossed for more news coming in from that end. And yes, there's a whole lot more to talk about. Let's delve into the inner parts of Ikorodu. At Odonguyon, I understand good movement has been recorded in and out. No cars for alarm. Connecting Flower, taking you through second gate towards first gate. Traffic seems to be very light. Just the way it is on other areas. Movement towards Okigbegun, light traffic is what we have observed on that stretch towards Sawmill, connecting Sabo roundabout, and of course navigating Sabo roundabout towards Power Line. Ali J looks very good as well. Traffic from Ikorodu roundabout, navigating from there towards Primero, connecting Unity Benton is a fast one. And then the return journey is moving well as expected, so no cause for alarm. All things are still looking very fine. Light traffic is what we have observed so far. From there, we'll connect with Ikmori, where we have recorded a very calm situation from Costain towards Ikmori proper, and taking you through Costain Bridge to connect Ikmori Bridge. And Alaka, we have traffic moving very well at a fast rate. All right, traffic flow still very calm. Right from Malacca towards Stadium underneath the bridge. And of course, on Stadium Bridge, the journey towards Area C Command, Ojoelegba underneath the bridge looks very good. And light traffic has been recorded on the stretch of Ojoelegba Bridge towards Domalong Bridge. So that's it for the Ikmori corridor. Of course, more news will come your way as time goes by.
The bombs, buzz, screeches, and totals won't stop the flow on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
My name is Oluwademola Emmanuel, General Manager at Lagos State Waterways Authority, and I'm here to bring you a safety message about using the waterways. Make sure you always have your life jackets on the waterways because it's the singular most important asset you should have. And of course, in case of any emergency, please call the emergency number 767 or 112, and we'll be quick to respond to whatever that emergency might be. This message has been brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Bombs, buzz, screeches, and totals won't stop the flow on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Lagos, welcome to the 8 o'clock hour. We're just a minute gone by, and yes, it's that hour again when we get to bring you great conversations. Victor Tyrese here already. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike James. Happy Saturday.
Yes, it feels good to be here again.
It feels pretty good.
Weekend.
A lot of times when we, exchange greetings in this part of the world, it's always happy.
Yes.
All right, so happy Saturday, so to say. Mm-hmm. And it's the last Saturday, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So happy last Saturday.
Yes, in the month of February. We give God the glory for his mercies upon our life. We're back on the block and we're ready to roll this beautiful Saturday. So what are the roads looking like, Mike?
Light traffic, basically. But one or two impediment has been recorded, as well as an accident on the 3rd Mainland Bridge. Ooh. That was during the early hour of the day. That was around the 5 o'clock hour.
Right.
But let's talk about it because we haven't gotten the latest.
Yes, so what's the accident now?
A multiple accident at Adeniji in Watsura.
Okay.
Yes. Involving a Mazda bus, a commercial bus, and a Jeep. Yes, as at the time the report came in, that was at 6:57. We had traffic managers on ground and the tow truck was already on ground for evacuation.
All right, I'm hoping that should have been properly taken care of by now.
Oh, well, we're hoping, of course,
right.
it should have.
Let's see, who do we have in the control room?
The control room there,
we're trying,
the likes of Banjo.
We're trying to decipher that very, very shortly. So we need an update on that accident on the Third Milan Bridge. That's at the tail end of the Third Milan Bridge, heading towards the island. I do understand.
At exactly 7 o'clock, another incident occurred.
Okay.
Yes. I'll term it a minor accident.
Right.
The descent of 7 Up Bridge, just opposite CFAX, inward Igomu Bridge. Yes, a lone accident involving a loaded gas tanker.
Right.
That had a brake problem. Yes, so of course it ran to the median, the Corvette there. So it's stuck there. Yes, but we haven't gotten the latest as regards this one.
Okay, so it must be receiving attention at the moment.
Of course.
Okay, let's see what that pans out. But the traffic flow itself is looking good.
Very good within the length and breadth of the metropolis. No cause for alarm. Yes, taking you through the major corridors, Ikorodu Road, a smooth drive all the way from the Asabo end through Ikorodu roundabout, Agric, Ogolonto, down to Mile 12. Amazingly, Mile 12 looks very good.
Beautiful,
to use.
beautiful.
Accessing Ojota interchange was Ojota proper.
Right.
And then the stretch of Maryland down to Fadi, connecting them along Bridge, Bridge. All looking very
good. At Route 3, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, what do we have there too?
Of course, a smooth drive all the way from the rear. That's from the toll gate at Jegule end through Kola, the stretch of Ikpaja all the way down Dokbemu, Ikeja along National, the narrowed path, no cause for alarm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so most of the areas there are looking pretty cool.
That's it. That's the common denominator.
All right then. And coming into Lagos is still looking good too?
Oh yes, very good movement, good flow of traffic.
Beautiful.
So the advice from the traffic managers as regards the use of the Third Milan Bridge, that part of the bridge has just been, repaired, and it's very smooth. So motorists are tempted, especially when there's very light traffic on the bridge.
So they're tempted to really, really hit the gears. All right. So please, let's drive with caution on the Third Milan Bridge. It has been newly reconstructed, rehabilitated. So we need to really, really do something in terms of how we move on that side of the Third Milan Bridge. Okay, it's a client call. Let's see how we can hit to that. But the roads are wet, right?
Yes, some areas.
It rained last night?
It did rain last night, and it drizzled this morning.
Yeah, slight rains and slight showers in the early hours of the morning. But it also calls for caution too.
Caution, exactly.
As you drive along. Okay, that's the way it's going to be. We'll be giving you more feeds, more updates as they come in from time to time from our traffic managers. Just keep it locked on your frequency of attraction, of passion, and action. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
So it's time for great conversations. What's on the menu this morning?
Today we're looking at road construction as a key tool to socio-economic development of Nigeria. And we'll be connecting with the Director Highways Construction and Rehabilitation in Nigeria. So he's in charge of all the highways that we have in the country.
Wow.
And so we'll be looking at how best constructing roads can help us out of the quagmire that we find ourselves at the moment. What roles do roads, smooth roads, what roles do they play in facilitating movement, shipment, and of course in also helping to improve trade and businesses?
Well, it reduces travel time.
It does.
Yes, of course.
And then it is a smooth movement as well.
Movement, yeah.
And with that, you can transact business, seamlessly.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. I'm sure he'll be talking to us. Which roads are they working on? Are they priority roads? That are federal highways? And those of you in Lagos, we'll talk about the Lagos Abeokuta Expressway. So I'm sure those of you that are listening to me right now, you have a chance to connect with the Director Highways in Nigeria this morning, and then you can put that complaint across.
All right, all that and more will come your way on Talk Time this beautiful Saturday morning with Victor Terry.
What should we talk about? That we came in to play chess. We saw your thievery and stealing and looting.
It's a healthy chat. If we talk about corporate social responsibilities, we should talk about it in relative terms. A healthy dialogue for a relaxed atmosphere.
At a time like this one, the country is passing through very serious security challenges. We feel all hands must be on deck.
The purpose of the bill is to provide an economic and safety oversight regime for the regulated transport sector.
It's Talk Time on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Talk Time brings you current happenings in the social, political, and economic arena in the country, exploring the noble, ignoble, and incredible maneuverings behind these stories. Talk Time takes you on a ride with interesting personalities across various spheres of influence. Join the conversation every Saturday by 8 a.m. to have your say on these issues. The program is intermittently spiced up with traffic updates to ensure a smooth ride across the city. Let's talk on Talk Time, Saturdays by 8 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Talk Time. The conversation has just begun.
Do it in the name of love. My name is Alex Ogogo Okorigwe, popularly known as Alex O. Listening to traffic officials' directives will go a long way in reducing traffic gridlocks on our roads. They are there in your best interest. Obey them and have a smooth drive in Lagos at all times. This is a message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
My dear people of Lagos, it has been observed with dismay the increase in commuters driving with faded, damaged, or without number plates in the state, which is prohibited according to Section 15 and 16 of the Lagos State Transport Reforms Law 2018. Yes, it is an offense, and that is why the Lagos State Government, through the Motor Vehicle Administration Agency, MVAA, is encouraging all motorists to have had their number plates stolen, faded, or damaged to have it replaced at any MVAA office near you to avoid being apprehended by the law. This process is easy and can be done within 24 to 48 hours. With just 18,750 naira, you can have your number plate replaced. All you need is to provide your proof of ownership and it's done. Pick-up or delivery options are also available. So what are you waiting for? Visit us at Block 8, First Floor, Old Secretariat, Ikeda, Lagos. For inquiries, call 0903-276-0141, 0803-354-3829, or WhatsApp on 0915-430-3067. Remember, it's not just a number plate, it's your identity on the road. Ibega Mileko Adimoshenio.
Hello, my people. How una dey today? My name is Jennifer Eliogo. I be actress, I be producer, and I dey sing too. You get one message when I say make I give us today. The thing dey bother me for my mind well. You see, when you dey drive for road or they carry you inside motor, make you know they throw away dirty outside for ground. E no good. Now those dirty wey we dey throw away from our window for street, now they enter for gutter, now they enter canal, they block everywhere. So when rain fall, flood go full everywhere. Once every place they flooded, traffic go dey. And when traffic dey, you no go fit go where you dey go, and no go fit go where I dey go. I say make I tell us today, say e no good. Make we stop am. Make we keep our streets clean. This na message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Make we move Lagos forward.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You're welcome to Talk Time this great Saturday morning. We'll give God the glory for His mercies on this 24th day in the month of February, the year 2024. All right, then, so we can tell you it's 55 days gone in the year already, and we have barely 311 more days to go. So we're counting like we usually do, and it's all to keep track of the days so that we can number our ways and ensure that we do things the right way. Okay then, so you're welcome. Traffic across town is relatively cool and calm this beautiful Saturday morning. Of course, it provides the time for a kind of relaxed atmosphere but also it gives us time too to sink our teeth into issues of development across our country. Okay, so the rains are gradually winding in, and that means a whole lot in terms of how we should plan our movement or how we should reorder our environment so that it can remain very, very peaceful and it can serve us pretty well. You're welcome. Victor Oteri is my name. Today on the program, Talk Time, we'll be looking at road construction as a key tool to socio-economic development of Nigeria. My guest will be talking us through that. We'll be connecting with him very shortly. But taking you through the roads, we did tell you most of the areas we're covering still looking pretty good. But we're tracking that impediment, and that is on the 3rd Mainland Bridge at the tail end, by the way, where we had an accident earlier on. That's in the early hours. What's the latest with that, by the way? Traffic managers there, you can keep us posted. I hope those affected vehicles have been taken off. I would love to hear that. Okio end, that's on the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway. Generally, still looking very, very good. Movement within the length and breadth of the zone is good. The stretch of Ajegule down to Abule-Egba corridor, both in and out, very, very good. Ojaoba and Charity intersections, including all the adjoining routes, equally looking pretty good to go at this time. Ile-Epo corridor, not looking bad at all. Proceeding towards areas like Yanokwaja is very, very free, but it is slow approaching Yanokwaja proper. It's bus stop activities within that particular end. All right, then connecting Dokpemu and from Yanokwaja is also looking very good. The stretch from Dokpemu under the bridge inwards Ile-Zik, looking pretty good to go, but slow at the bus stops, so you need to watch out for that at that end. Ile-Zik is very perfect right now, aside for the traffic light that's alternating. You have some little delays there. Ile-Zik connecting Sule Junction, both in and out, is very calm. And we can tell you, Ile-Zik proceeding through Ajayi Farms, looking pretty good to go. And Ajayi Farms inwards Ikeja along down to National, not bad at all. All right, then, so we'll be sending you L-Paints as they come in from time to time. But take note, like we did say, you can always track the questions, or perhaps you have to ask any question of our guest. You can send it in by your WhatsApp or Facebook. Just send it in, and of course, we'll be there to react to it as well. You're welcome. My name is Victor Oteri. Keep it locked.
Because there's no place I can go. Street life, it's the only life I know. Street life, and there's 1,000 parts to play. Street life, until you play your life away. You let the people see just who you wanna be. And every night you shine, just like a superstar. That's how a life display, a tempting masquerade. You walk your talk, you're who you think you are. Street life, you can run away from time. Street life, for a nickel or a dime. Street life.
Yes. Street lights, street life. There's a whole lot of connection with infrastructure on our roads. And these all have symbolic interpretations. The roads are not just there for decoration, they are there to do something. And so this morning, like I said, we're going to be prospecting road construction as a key tool to Nigeria's socio-economic development. And joining me on the phone right now, I have engineer Adedamola Kuti. He is a director highways construction and rehabilitation with the Federal Ministry of Works. Engineer Kuti, nice to have you. Good morning. Hello, Engineer Kuti, are you there? All right.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good. We can hear you clean and clear right now. So how are you doing, sir?
I'm very, very good. Very, very fine, thank you.
And I suspect you must be somewhere outside Lagos, or is it in Abuja?
Yes, I'm in Abuja at the moment.
Great. All right, then. So the last time we spoke with you, you were still Director Southwest Highways, But currently, I just introduced you now because your designation has changed as the Director, Highways Construction and Rehabilitation. So let me start first by saying congratulations on your recent promotion.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Victor.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
let's dwell a bit on that and reflect on the mandate of your new office. As Director, Highways Construction and Rehabilitation in Nigeria, what does the mandate entail?
Yeah, thank you, Victor. As the Director, Highways Construction and Rehabilitation in the Federal Ministry of Works, my work entails the coordination as the coordinating director for all the construction and rehabilitation works of all our projects nationwide. That is to say, the zones. You know, Nigeria is divided into zones. All the geopolitical zones, we have directors there manning them. So the zonal directors report to the coordinating director, the Director of Construction and Rehabilitation.
More or less.
So we are in charge of just, and of course, the federal controllers in each state report to the zonal directors. And the zonal directors in turn report to the Director of Construction and Rehabilitation.
All right, so all that goes on the highways in Nigeria are placed on your table. That's what it means?
Yes, that is what it means.
Is there any distinction between the highways and other roads that we have in the country?
Yeah, as for federal highways, like you know, we have about 200,000 kilometers of roads nationwide, out of which about 34,000 kilometers belongs to the federal government. And then the state also has almost around the same figure, 33,000, 34,000. And then you now have the rest belonging to the local government. So, and most of the federal highways, you know, most of them are major highways that run from one state to another.
Right.
You know?
So they're more or less like interstate roads.
Correct. And even though there are still some that are still within the state, like you have there, but they are major roads that link, you know, from the north to the south, south to the west, and then of course some also get to the boundary with our international, with other countries.
Right.
In international boundaries.
Okay, so if you say 34,000 of those 200,000 stretch of roads belong to the federal government, another 33 to 34 belonging to states, where does the remaining 130 or thereabouts, where did they domicile?
They are local roads, and they are roads that belong to the local government. Those roads are local roads, and like I said, by the time you look at 34,000, that's about 17% or thereabouts. And then the state also has almost the same that are state roads. So the remaining roads belong to the local government. They are just local roads, you know, that goes on within the local government.
Right. And which means they're not as important as the highways, so to say.
All the roads are very, very important because when you want to bring out, evacuate agricultural products, you don't have the tax. You must, you know, when you are getting out agricultural products from the farm, you know, it has to go through this local road before getting to the federal highways.
Right. And I dare say that the state of things as relates to those local roads in the country are more or less like a far cry from the best of socio-economic development, Engineer Kuti. Is that the assessment of the Federal Ministry of Works?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
And I said, and I just say that most of those local government roads, which are over 130,000 of them, are far away from the best in terms of, you know, socio-economic development of Nigeria. They are not the best of shape, so to say.
Well, we encourage local government, just as the federal government is trying to fix some of its roads. We also, and of course, state governors are also doing theirs. We also encourage local government, you know, these local government chairmen, you know, or local government administrators, as the case may be, to also ensure that most of these roads are fixed, you know, because once they are fixed, it has a way of also improving on our, you know, socio-economic
development.
What do you call it now? Socio-economic
development
of the nation.
Right.
You know, as well as also as a way of improving on our ease of doing business.
Which is very, very true. So let's talk about the highways which you are in charge of. What distinguishes it from the state roads? Are there clear-cut features that one will be able to know to say this is a federal highway?
Yeah, like I just said, most of the federal highways are interstate, except maybe in Lagos, especially, because Lagos being the former seat of government, most of the roads that are federal highways in Lagos, some of them are within Lagos there. And then, of course, you have some of them traversing Lagos to some other parts of the country. So federal highways have their own standards, in terms of the width, in terms of the pavement structure, even in terms of the traffic it carries. So, and then we have our standard, and of course, I know that some state governments are also trying to build their roads to federal standards. So federal roads are roads that you can easily distinguish when you move on them. They are interstate roads. They are, in terms of the width of the road, you see them in their standard. And then, of course, it runs from one part of the state to another state, as well as the shoulders are clearly shown, and then all other features are there.
Let's talk about some examples now, and let's run through the various geopolitical zones of Nigeria. Which road stands out most prominent in terms of length, in terms of size, and perhaps the uniqueness of these roads?
Well, as we speak, we have let me just give you an instance. You have the road coming from Apapa Port there in Lagos. The road coming from Apapa Port in Lagos is, going through Apapa, coming towards Usho, Williamsburg as Western Avenue, towards the Korodu Road, linking up Lagos Ibadan.
Right.
From Lagos Ibadan to Oyo, Ogbomoso, Ilorin, down there to Sokoto to Ilela. So that's Niger Republic, and it goes on like that. And then you also have a road that we have completed some sections of it, running from Kano to Maiduguri. That one is close to about 600 kilometers in length. Coming from Maiduguri in the Kano in the northwest to Maiduguri in the northeast.
Right.
And then you have then also different roads. Most of our roads, especially the trunking roads, they have their origin at the port. Like I just mentioned to you, the trunk A1, that is from Apapa Port, that's the Lagos Port Complex.
Right.
And then you have another one coming up from Warri Port and goes up towards Bini Warri and the rest of them there. It goes up. And then, of course, you have another one from the Onne Port in Port Harcourt. And then I'll pass through Enugu, Port Harcourt, and also move up. And then, of course, you have another one that is coming in from Calabar Port.
Right.
And then these are roads that move from the north to the south.
And all of them have their own functions. We'll talk about those functions even as the program moves on, Engineer Kuti. But in terms of length, you did say that the federal government is in charge of about 34,000. So out of these 34,000, how many of these have been fully worked on in Nigeria, and what remains?
Yeah, the work is continuous. In the last few years, we've been working on about almost about 15,000 out of these 34. And, and construction work at different stages. Some have been completed, some are ongoing. But one thing is sure, work is ongoing on most of the major roads nationwide.
Okay. All right. So 15,000 out of 34, that still leaves us with something in the realms of 19,000. So it means we still have a whole lot of deficits in terms of these roads. But when you look at the life tenure or perhaps the longevity of these roads, Engineer Kuti, the design that we have in Nigeria, how many years can these roads last?
Yeah, apart from the abuses that we see everywhere, those who abuse our roads, most of these roads especially the flexible pavement. That's the one that is the flexible pavement, the one that you see the black asphalt. You know, they are designed to last us for about 20 years, 25 years, and then you have the other ones that are constructed on rigid pavement. Those ones are supposed to last us for more than 40 years.
Let's talk about that now, because I know ever since we had the Minister for Works assume his office last year, he's been talking about changing the dynamics and changing the narratives for road construction, especially for our highways. And he's saying there must be ways we can create concrete roads in Nigeria. How far is that campaign going, by the way?
Well, that initiative, I can say, it's not really new. It's not new in the country. You are in Lagos there. You know, we have done Apapa Oshodi Expressway on concrete. And, you know, and then as we speak, there is another road coming from the Dangote refinery, Dangote fertilizer company.
Right.
You know, we call it Deep Sea. It's coming in from there, coming towards Eleko Junction. From Eleko Junction, Lagos State government is doing another one from Eleko Junction towards Ekpe. And we are picking it up from Ekpe down towards Shagamu Ijebu Expressway to evacuate petroleum products, you know. So, like, one thing is certain, the campaign is ongoing. Most of the roads that are already on concrete, on rigid pavements, they are there. And then there are still some new design that we are coming up with. There are a lot of new contracts that we are coming up with, especially around the south region because of the topography of that area, you know, like this Benin Wari Expressway, which also forms part of the major trunk A2 road. We are also having it on rigid, and then some section of on Port Harcourt Road, as well as East-West Road.
Right. And let me just push this one in, because a lot of times when we talk with those who are always doing business with the ports that we have in Nigeria, they talk about the poor state of roads, the dilapidated state of those roads. Like the one you just mentioned right now, I know it's a very, very bad condition. Even when you talk about the roads to the ports in Lagos, not until recent time did they begin to get a facelift. Why is that so? How come where we have lots in terms of the gold mine of the Nigerian business, we really pay attention to those kind of roads? What's happening in those areas?
Well, for me, somehow that of Lagos, like, let me just give an instance to this Lagos one, the Apapa Port, that's the road from the LTC passing through Apapa area, the creek road there, coming towards Tinkan, and then coming out at a place we call Coconut, and the rest of them, and then leading up to Oshoki Express, which, of course, it was neglected over a period of time. And but at the end of the day, when we were able to fix it, it has also added to adding to the ease of doing business in Nigeria. The ease of doing business has improved considerably because you can now evacuate your goods that are imported into Nigeria, coming out of the port and then to different parts of the country. Well, it's a continuous exercise. We are also doing that on the Port Harcourt route. We just awarded it. It has just been awarded, and work is ongoing on there. It's also going to be constructed on rigid pavement. Working, I can assure you that consideration has been given to it. And then, of course, the major work also on the Benin Wari area, you know, once you come out of the port, Wari. So all these things are being done. We have awarded them. The contractors are on the road. We have them in 3 sections from Benin to Wari.
Right.
So we have them on 3 sections. So all those critical port roads have been awarded, and the work is ongoing.
All right, then. So for those who are listening to us right now, because we're trying to really, really look at the nexus, the connect between roads and socio-economic development. Engineer Adedamola Kuti, as director, Federal Highways in Nigeria, let's just reflect a bit on that. Some will say, and I've heard this before, I've gone to some states where some governors created roads, very good roads, and the citizens in those roads are like, what is it about roads when we have empty stomachs? I mean, we're hungry and you're talking about road construction. Can you just educate us a bit of the importance of that? What role do they play in socio-economic development?
Yeah, thank you very much, Victor. Well, even if I will not say everything is all about roads, but of course, you know the importance of road. Even when you bring in, you are hungry. Whatever you want to buy, once these agricultural products are coming out from the farms, it must pass through the road. It has to move. There is no way, if the roads are good, in good condition, you are likely going to pay less. But if the roads are bad and it's difficult for you to evacuate all these agricultural products, you know what it means on the ordinary man. Even like I mentioned, petroleum products.
Right.
Now you need to move in petroleum products all over the country. And if the roads are bad, that means it will be difficult for people to move from one location to another. Even if you have your money and you need to go and do your daily work, it becomes almost an impossible thing for you if there is no road for you to do. And even for the big men, and it speaks a lot about everybody in Nigeria, you can decide to have a private.
Ooh, all right. That's we lost that connection to Engineer Kuti there. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM on Talk Time this morning. We're looking at the connection between road construction and socio-economic development of Nigeria. We're speaking with the Director of Federal Highways and, of course, highways construction and rehabilitation.
The connection went off.
Okay, yeah. So it's nice to have you back. So you were saying even for some big men?
Yeah, I said even that roads are so critical that as it affects the poor, it affects the mighty, the rich and the mighty. That you can afford to have private schools, you can afford to have private hospitals, you can afford to have private jets, private this, private, but you cannot have your own private road.
Right.
Whatever road it is, whatever the poor man is going to ride on, so the big man is going to ride on it as well. So roads are very, very critical to the socio-economic development of our nation. And once they are in good condition, it has a positive impact, both on GDP of the country, the ease of doing business, and in making people, the citizens, to be a bit comfortable.
All right, then. Okay, then. So we'll talk about some priority roads that the federal government is working on right now. And I'm going to be, sending you out on some of them. The Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, even though on the surface of things it looks completed, what is remaining? There was nothing that was said about commissioning of that or recommissioning of that road. What's the latest with it?
Yeah, thank you. Lagos-Ibadan, as you have seen from your own end in Lagos, we have completed the carriageway from Lagos up to up to Ojo Junction in Ibadan.
Right.
Up to Ojo Junction in Ibadan. And that is over 100 kilometers.
And 100 and what? You said over 100 and what?
118. 118.
Okay.
118 kilometers.
Right.
And then we are just working because of the problem around that Ojo area. We are working about a kilometer there. And immediately after that 1 kilometer, we've also gone beyond that, and we are moving towards on the end of the project in Ibadan there.
Okay.
So, like in Lagos end, some of the outstanding work we still have. We still have to provide some pedestrian crossing, pedestrian bridges at critical locations around Ibadan area, Mowe, as well as Ibadan Mowe and some of these Arepo area in Lagos there. Apart from those pedestrian crossings, we still have also to complete those flyovers that you see as you go along Magboro, and I think after Mowe there, you see the flyovers that we have not completed. And of course, there is an interchange at Loto. There is a place called Loto. There is an interchange that is also yet to be completed. And then, of course, for people of Magboro and the rest of them, we still have some underpasses to complete for them. So that there are one or two underpasses that we have done. There are some that are already in existence, like the one at Otedola Bridge. That one is already there. Then we completed that of Kara Beach. There's another pass at Kara Beach that we have completed. Then we are still having some underpasses to complete. And then, of course, to provide some street lighting. And then on the section 2, from Shagamu towards Ibadan, we still have some ramps, like the ramps at that Shagamu interchange, some ramps to complete, and then some overhead bridges.
Right. Okay, then. So that's the status of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Let's talk about those roads that leads to.
And then, of course, I expect you to comment that at least you no longer have traffic on that road again.
That's very true.
And
that's very true.
You cannot travel from Lagos to Ibadan. If you like, you can go twice in a day.
All right, then. That's very, very true. I can confirm that to you because on a daily basis, we receive reports on that road as well. And let's talk about those roads that lead to the northern part of Nigeria. The one that connects Abuja from that's Kogi State. At the point, we had it so dilapidated that people traveling through that road we're having nightmares. What's the latest with that highway at the moment?
Yeah, well, we've done some palliative work. I presume the area you're referring to is the one coming from, I think, from Kaba. From Kaba to a place called Omuekiti. Kaba to Omuekiti. And then maybe from Omuekiti towards Ifaki in Ekiti. We've done some palliative work there, at least to ease movement. And then, of course, major contract is coming up on that road. And then, of course, a section also around a place called Abaji. That's the boundary between Kogi and FCT. We are having also a major contract between Abaji and towards another section of FCT there. We also have a contract that is ongoing there. So majorly between Kogi and FCT, we did some palliative work to ease movement, and of course, major works will soon start. And we're expecting a tax credit scheme to be done on that section from Kaba to Ifaki Ekiti.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I'm speaking with engineer Adedamola Kuti, who is the director of Federal Highways Construction and Rehabilitation. And we're looking at road construction as a key tool to Nigeria's socio-economic development. If you also want to add your voice to the conversation, feel free to join us right now. And that is on 0809 912 0777. Okay? That's 08099120777 is the numbers that you can join us this morning. Latest update says the accident reported on the 3rd Mainland Bridge is cleared off right now. Thank you so much, Olaiwola and others from the control room. I understand normalcy has been restored. There was an accident earlier on that was at the tail end of the bridge, but that has been cleared off. All right. And the accident at Alakpere by the pedestrian bridge has also been resolved as well, so I do hear. And so the entire stretch from Beja all the way to Alakpere is very, very good to use right now, even though it's slow at Alakpere, but free beyond Alakpere to Adeniji. That entire stretch looks pretty good to go right now. Okay, then, so 08099120777. Hello there.
Hello, Victor. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Son Aderibigbe.
All right. Aderibigbe, nice to hear from you. Where are you calling from?
Presently, I'm at my workshop in the Jordan. I have passed through Nigeria today and that is the major reason why I want to contribute to the topic this morning.
All right.
Yeah, traffic is very light all the way from Magboro to the Jordan here. The only thing I cited is that Ojota, where we have police resides in Magboro Axis. And I heard you mention some of the pictures that the road constructions have brought forth there, and that is why I want to ask my point this morning. Please, I would like to beg of you. I know that the Magboro community have approached the government regarding Magboro bus stop. Presently, the way the road is constructed, the express road is constructed at Magboro is not friendly at all. It is not friendly. It is not safe. It is highly risky. I hope, or I pray, if you can send your men here to come and do a traffic impact assessment on that road, we will really, really appreciate.
Okay. Femi, your network is not very, very clean, but you seem to be complaining about the Magboro end of that express construction, and you say it's not very friendly. Femi, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me?
Okay, it's a bit better now. So you're saying that it's very bad at Magboro. What's happening there?
Yes, the bus stop that is created is dangerous and risky. Accidents occur on a daily basis on that axis at the bus stop, both left and right, because we don't have good exit way and we don't have good entrance way. The entrance way created is too close to the market, and because people are navigating towards Magboro Bridge, descending the express road, there is always accidents on that road. People are being injured, people are being maimed on a daily basis. Please, you can do your investigation, Engineer Kuti. So we want to plead, I want to plead on behalf of the Magboro community, if you can send your men here. I know they have approached the Ministry of Works, and they said that they are using the old pictures given to them to construct that road, that they will need to repeat it again for a map or for a kind of schematic to be drawn in order for them to do some certain things. So I'm just begging, for the sake of life, since we are talking about the economic impact of this road construction on our roads, people are very, very much important. People are the greatest asset that we have. So I want to give them the opportunity that send it meant to that area, do a kind of traffic impact assessment. What are happening in that road, which we won't happen.
All right.
Really appreciate what the government is doing. We already lifted up the
Long Bridge. All right.
Very good. Driving at night now is not too risky. At least you can see your environment. It will really, really appreciate.
All right.
Once they can speed up the pedestrian bridges that he spoke about, we will really, really appreciate it.
All right.
Accidents happen on a daily basis.
We're taking note of that. Thank you so much, Femi, for your contribution. So, Engineer Kuti, he's talking about Magboro. I don't know if you heard him. And he wants your men to come down to do some kind of traffic impact assessment, because he says accidents are happening every day because of the construction of that bus stop. What's your response to him, quickly?
Yeah, actually, I didn't hear him very well, but I heard you mention something about Magboro area. Number one, let me start by saying that this is Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. It's an expressway. Ordinarily, we are not supposed to be having this kind of bus stop on an expressway. And our people, because of the trading activities, some of them even bring up their trading activity to the road. This is just not acceptable.
Right.
However, I will send my people there. I will send that we have a controller in Lagos who is in charge of that that expressway.
Right.
And then he will get us a feedback, and then maybe probably work with the people around there.
All right.
Because we need to protect lives, and then of course to work with the community and then some of the CDAs they have around there. Either to move in their market and at least allow the expressway. Once you're on the expressway, you are not supposed to have any form of trading activity on the expressway.
All right, let's see if we can take some more calls.
Look into that.
Then hello there, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Oteri.
Good morning, what's your name?
My name is Shola Alabi. I'm presently on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
All right.
I just want to thank the representatives of Federal Ministry of Works again, who you featured this morning.
All right.
at least we are very comfortable now driving on that road. The road that used to spend 4 or 5 hours for in 1.5 hours now. I think we are good.
Right.
But I just want to draw his attention to some parts of the road that are already failing, especially between Shagam Interchange and so Ibadan. No, I know it's given to 2 different construction companies, RCP and Las Vegas. Especially around the Ogiri area now, you see police already building up on the road. I just want to draw the attention of the honorable
the director.
Staff, yes, to that, because if that's not done, I want to have started on one location, it will spread pretty soon. So now I don't know if the construction company have delivered the job. If not, I think the attention should be called so that whatever necessary that we need to do, so that we nip in the bud any occurrence that is non-palatable.
All right, then we'll take note of that.
Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
All right, I do appreciate you, Shola, for that one. Thank you so much. On the Lagos Ibadan Expressway, it says some part of it already failing. Engineer Kuti, are you back?
Who's that?
Engineer Kuti, are you there? Okay, let's take some more calls. Lagos Traffic Radio 91 FM 08099120777. Engineer Adedamala Kuti, are you back with us?
Yes, I'm back.
All right, so Shola is talking about some failed sections of the Lagos Ibadan Expressway, even though he's thanking government for constructing that road, which is pretty smooth. But he has talked about the Shagamu part and Ogiri inwards Ibadan. He says, although he knows it's another company that handled that, but some parts of those roads are failing. Quickly, what's your response to that?
Well, it's not as if they failed. What actually happened on that section between Shagamu and Ogiri, it was just an accident, fire incident that happened on that road. So it was the effect of the fire on the road pavement. Okay. However, the contractor is still on the road. We are going to rectify some of those things.
Very
we
good.
are still coming back.
All right, then. 08099120777. Let's hear from you this morning as we talk about federal highways and, of course, road construction as a key tool for development in our country. Have a call. Hello there. Hello. Okay. Yeah, what's your name?
Good morning.
Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Yes, I've done that.
All right, what's your name?
Radio.
Good morning.
This is Captain Amoju from Ikodu.
All right, Captain Amoju.
Yes, from Ikodu Creek.
All right.
So I want to know what is happening between those one, the one of Talking, Ikorodu Talking to Jebode, and the one of Jebode to Shagam. Those areas very bad. What is happening?
Okay, all right.
Please ask the Honorable Commissioner to let us know what is happening in those houses.
All right, thank you so much. Engineer Kuti, the road between Ikorodu to Shagamu, what's the latest, as well as that of Ijebu to Ekpe as well? What's the latest? It says it's in very bad condition.
I think what the caller is actually referring to one.
Ikorodu to
Itoiki, okay. Right.
I heard you.
All right. Just listen to the radio.
It's very bad.
Right.
Okay, let me start by saying there is no serious issue between Ikorodu and Shagamu.
Okay.
Appreciable progress has been made. We are already close to Shagamu, close to completing that project. So on that axis, the problem of that area, people are already very, very relieved. On the Ikorodu-Itoiki road, Ikorodu-Itoiki, it has been awarded, the contractor is on the road. So, and the whole idea is we've already asked him to do some palliative work, especially as we are approaching the next rainy season, so that our people can still have a good way of making use of that road. So, the good thing is that the road has been awarded. We have a contractor there coming from the Ikorodu, from the Southern Junction there.
Let's take his call. Let's take his call, Ilakuti. Let's take his call. Hello there.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Lakaka. I'm calling from Lagos Island.
All right, Lakaka from Lagos Island. Go ahead.
Please, you are not talking about Lagos Abeokuta Road.
Okay, you want to talk about Lagos Abeokuta Road?
Lagos Abeokuta Road is not talking about it. That one is bad. In fact, it's dead zone now. Because from Lagos down to Abeokuta, those axes, that place is bad.
All right.
Talk anything about the one, please remember him. Let them start work on it, please.
All right then. Lakaka, thank you so much for your contribution. But let's still dwell a bit. So you are saying that the one from Itoiki is receiving attention? And Inakuti?
Yeah, the Ikorodu to Itoiki is receiving attention. The contractor is on the road. And then the whole idea is for us to first of all carry out some palliative work and then ensure that people have smooth movement on that road. And but the good thing is that the contractor is on that road.
All right.
Then the only thing is that we have not awarded from Itoiki to Ijebu-Ode. That one will receive attention later.
All right.
And on the Shagamu Ijebu-Ode road, the Shagamu Ijebu-Ode Express is the same road that is coming from Shagamu Ijebu-Ode to Ore. Work actually started from the other end of the road. The other end from Ore coming towards Ijebu-Ode here. Yes, we are having some issues, but we are trying to resolve the issues surrounding this contract.
Right.
On the Lagos of Abeokuta, yes, Lagos of Abeokuta, well, we have a lot of issues. Even the Ogun State government has approached the federal government. We are having a joint, a kind of a PPP arrangement, and all hands are on deck. We are working around the clock to ensure that we get a best way out in fixing this particular road.
But
we just want to appeal to our people to please exercise patience with government, and then let's see. We're already in discussion with some other investors as well as Ogun State government in fixing this particular road.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, the lines are buzzing forever. There's a message here. Good morning, Traffic Radio. I am Felix from Ojota. I like the way your guest has spoken. I would like him to speak on the Ogbomosho-Ilorin Highway. That road has been under construction forever. Is that true? Engineer Kuti?
Well, it's not true. We completed Ogbomosho. I just mentioned to you the section we are working on now is from Oyo to Ogbomosho. That is 52 kilometers. We are moving away from the old alignment and we are coming up onto a dualized road. The section from Ogbomosho to Ilorin had been completed a long time. So whatever, maybe some just small maintenance work. Of course, once you fix a road, from time to time you carry out maintenance on it. So Ogbomosho to Ilorin is not on any major construction, but maybe just on maintenance work to make it good for our people. So, but we are having a dualization project from Ogbomosho back to Oyo, which is 52 kilometers, and that one is nearing completion as we speak.
All right, so even as a roundup, I'm going to halt all the calls now because I know the calls are just coming in. But Engineer Kuti, what are the priorities? I mean, when you decide or when government decides to construct a road, what are the considerations? What are they looking at?
Well, the considerations, I mean, the most important thing for us is on how the construction of those roads can have positive impact on the economy of the nation. Like I just mentioned to you, you know, or in terms of ease of doing business, in terms of improving the GDP of the country, you know, especially roads that lead into the port, roads, you know, where you evacuate petroleum products, moving your goods from one section of the country to another, and then of course, major roads that also improve on the agricultural distribution of agricultural products. So we give consideration to most of those roads. Of course, when I say roads, I also include those bridges. Even as we speak in Lagos there, you can see that we are having a major maintenance work on the Third Mainland Bridge, as well as Eco Bridge. Eco Bridge is receiving attention. Third Mainland Bridge is receiving attention. Any moment from now, we are starting on the Kappa Bridge.
All right, then. We'll leave it at that for now because of time constraints, really. Engineer Kuti, it's always a thing of joy to have you join us. And I say a big thank you to you, even though you are doing that at lots of pressure. You had so many other assignments. But we do appreciate you. Thank you so much for connecting with us this morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Have a very good weekend.
And you too. All right. So he is the Director, Federal Highways and Construction and Rehabilitation in Nigeria. And we'll be able to dwell on road construction as a key tool for socio-economic development of Nigeria. All right, then we have to go. The program this morning has been produced by Mike James, and I say big thank you to Okwayemi Shodunke and others in the social media team. Our executive producer remains Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Connect with me on all the social media platforms at Oteri Victor. I'll be back by 10:15 for Maritime Today.
Greetings, my name is Buchi. Listen, road rage is a real issue. It is better to overlook another driver's mistake or negligent behavior. It is better to take a deep breath and let it go. Let it go. This message is from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Ajaleke Aja, enter with your change. Jovia, I'm not willing to I talk my own now. Come on, may I pass? Now, Aja, they go, now, Leki, they go. Enter with your change, I they shout now.
Driver, who's allowed me sit down before you?
Ajaleke Aja, I'm gonna pass some money from the back here. Oh, who give me 1,000 naira back? For many people, I will join you people new. Sorry, no party, I talk my own, say, I don't get change.
Now, me get down, I go VI.
If I start now, my phone is not to bed. What is all this one?
I know you got park, man, come down.
Beg, park your boss. Make this one not come off my boss, abeg.
Driver, not try amo. It be like say you want me to collect your motor for illegal parking, and you go still pay 20,000 naira fine if na your first time. And if you be regular customer, you go pay 30,000 naira fine.
I don't know that one, no, guy. You gas wait tomorrow reach the nearest legal bus stop before you come down.
Conductor, close this door now. You want make I phone?
Abeg, no vex. I want people passenger, no vex.
It be like say you never see the new rules for Lagos. As you just they commit offense, they drive, they go. If you leave your door open and them catch you, you go pay 20,000 naira fine if na your first time. And if you be regular customer, you go pay 30,000 naira fine. Apart from this fine where you go pay, you go still do 1 month community service. And they talk my own no.
Auntie, calm down. Are you just sabi all this thing? Shey you work for government?
I know they work for any government too. Now radio I they learn all these rules. Now every day I they listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Okay, me you don't say as they go. Put on for Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Make we say learn wetin dey go.
Radio, providing up-to-date kind of news. Traffic Radio. For listeners across the state, Lego. We have a plan your journey. Before you say it out, yeah. Traffic Radio, y'all. We are traffic Radio. Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, and objective traffic. That's why we are your T Radio on 96.1 FM. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
fly on your wall. Are you really alone? Who's stealing your dreams? Why can't I breathe you into my life? What would it take to make you see that I'm alive? If I was invisible, then I could just watch you in your room. If I was invincible, I'd make you mine tonight. If I were unbreakable, then I could just tell you where I stand. I would be the smartest man if I was invisible. I already am. Saw your face in the crowd. I call out your name. You don't hear a sound. I keep tracing your steps. Each move